So, ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, man, I appreciate your support, man, and went ahead and finally got into the lab for literally the first time this Madden year. I have yet to jump in the lab and try and find some heat. You guys know I've just been pretty much throwing any defense out on the field and hoping for the best. But I finally decided to hop in the lab and just to check to see what blitzes I can try to get that work from last year. And there's two blitzes that I never released last year that seem to work so far this year. Now, there is ID the mic, and the more I look at blitzes, the more I pay attention. If somebody knows how to slide protect and ID the mic and they pick the right person, no blitz seems like it's going to be consistent. This isn't last year where like nickel blitz and all that stuff is going to continue to come in. If somebody knows what they're doing, they're going to pick up blitzes. So I don't want you thinking because you call this blitz 10 times in a row and it may only come in once that, you know, it doesn't work. They just know what they're doing. They just know how to pick it up. But anyways, this right here is any playbook out of the 4-4, and this right here is the delayed A gap that I never released last year because I found it towards the end of Madden and I really didn't have enough time to continue to try to see if it was consistent enough. So either it's going to come A gap delay or you're going to get edge heat. Now, you are sending 6. The coverage is not the best, so I don't recommend you coming out in this, you know, if they come out like in 4 wide, you know, I go on ahead and recommend coming this out. If you just want to switch up the pace, try and get a big play, try to get a sack. So it's going to be cover 3. So we're going to choose the play real quick. We're going to show you guys. Now, mind you, I'm going to show you guys 3 blitzes today. And the more I find, the more I will teach you guys. So we're going to come out in a cover 3 match. So we're going to go on ahead and just come out and, you know, just 5 wide just so you guys can go ahead and see how it looks. So first thing you want to do is you want to base the line. You want to crash your line down, which is left bumper, right thumbstick down. So it should look just like that. Next thing you want to do is you want to re-blitz this linebacker on the left side right here. So just to hot re-blitz him without going on him, just hit right bumper and then left on the right thumbstick. That way we can blitz him without having to manually go to him. Next thing you want to do is you want to grab this middle linebacker and you want to re-blitz him and you want to put him over the center so the angle is shooting through the gap right there. It's going to take some time. There's going to be times where, you know, you think you got it and you leave it like this, and when they hike the ball, he's going to come all the way around here and not shoot through the A gap. So it's going to take some time. Like, I can pretty much do it, you know, because I've done it so long, you know, I can pretty much just do it without really looking to know when he's going to be the A gap. So it's going to take some time, but, you know, just make sure he's like that, and then you want to go on ahead and QB contain, and then that's it. It should look like this right here. So with the coverages, what I like to do is, because I'm sending a lot, right? What I like to do is I like to put this guy on a go ahead and put him on a flat. So the reason why I like to do that is because I know the pressure is going to get there quick. Because the pressure is going to get there quick, he's going to have to make a quick read. And most of the time, unless you're playing somebody really, really good. And if you're playing somebody really, really, really good, then this probably isn't going to work too well against them because, you know, they're really, really, really good. But for the most part, because you're expecting somebody to come in quickly, they're going to have to get rid of the ball and get rid of the ball quick. They're not going to have enough time to find a 45-yard post downfield because the pressure is going to come in too quick. So I like to go on ahead and put them in a flat, either a hard flat or a cloud, which is going to play just like a purple. And I'll use this guy right here over the middle. We hike the ball, and either you're going to get A gap or you're going to go on ahead and get left edge. So again, you're sending 6, and nanotection does not pick it up because it's delayed. He's not screaming through immediately because he's coming a few seconds later. It does not get nano detected, and it won't. So you see, he goes on ahead and he comes right through that A gap. So if you have somebody fast, like let's say, you know, like Brian Urlacher, who's 84 speed, or you can find gold cards with like 85 speed, 84 speed, stuff like that. You have somebody quick on these edges, they're getting there, and they are getting quick. And this is actually the first time I had a chance to lab it. Now, the A gap is least likely to happen. More likely you're going to get edge heat, but that A gap will scream through every now and then. So again, we're going to set this up. Baseline. Crash down, re-blitz left linebacker, re-blitz the middle linebacker, and put him over here so he's shooting through the A-gap. And then QB contain. And then coverage, you can do whatever it is you want. You can user this guy. You can put him in a purple. You know, unfortunately this year, you can't go on ahead. I'm getting ahead of myself. You can, you know, go on ahead and put him on a curl. And yeah, so what I was saying is, unfortunately, I'm sorry, I got so many things that I'm trying to share. Unfortunately, this year, you cannot put middle linebackers on flats, and because this is a 4-4, this guy's technically a middle linebacker, so you cannot put him on a flat. The only way to do that is to put him in a curl flat, and then shade over the top. I mean, shade underneath for a hard flat, or then shade back over the top for a curl flat. Or you can just go on ahead and we'll reset it, and you can go on ahead and just leave them in a hook zone. But again, they're going to get rid of the ball quickly, so I would recommend at least a purple or something going towards the seams, because last thing you want to do is have good coverage and they just dump the ball off and you get frustrated. That's the absolute worst. So we hike the ball and you see it comes absolutely screaming right through the side, untouched. And that's what's most likely going to happen. Most likely what's going to happen is he's going to come, they're going to pick up the A-gap, it's going to get bunched up, and you're going to have this guy right here just completely screaming through. So we're going to go on ahead and set this up again. We're going to baseline, crash down, re-blitz the far left background to left. We're going to re-blitz him, put him over the center so he's shooting through the gap. And then that's pretty much it. We're going to leave the hook zone right there. We're going to hike it, and he just comes screaming right from the side. So it's either or. It's either going to be left or it's going to be right. Now, let's say they want to slide protect. Actually, no, we got like 4 blitzes today. Blitz concepts. Let's say they want to slide protect. They want to ID him because, you know, they know what they're doing. Okay, we're just going to slide to the left, because that's what it is we want to do. Then we can mix it up and we can send dual edge out of this. So to send dual edge, you baseline, you crash down, and then you simply re-blitz both guys on the outside. QB contain. Now, if you want to have it look just like the delayed A-gap, simply move this guy over the center, and then they're like, okay, this right here is going to go on ahead and be that same A-gap he caught me with off guard. Let me slide protect. Let me ID the mic on this middle linebacker right there. So we pick him up and we slide to the left to pick up that blitzer on the left side. Bam. Okay, we got him. Everybody's going to be picked up. You hike it. Oh, wrong thing. You hike it. Next thing you know, oh snap, wait a minute. He switched it up. He sent dual edge this time. But it looked exactly the same. It looked just like the A-gap he sent before. So again, just crash down. Re-blitz both outside linebackers. You can put him over the middle to have it looking exactly like the other blitz that we already sent before. That way it looks extremely similar. And then one of these guys is coming through. Especially if they slide protect and start IDing the mic and you do this and they're wrong, they're going to get punished for it. They're absolutely going to get punished for it. So again, let's send the A-gap. You do this a few times. Now they don't know whether to slide, pinch. They don't know whether to ID somebody. They don't know which way it's going to come. I keep putting him too close to the line of scrimmage. That's my bad. Just like that. We hike it, and he's just going to come right from the left side. So that's the way to send dual edge and off of the left and A-gap at the same time. Now, to send an A-gap, you can, you know, just switch it up. You can send the guy on the right side this time and send the middle linebacker. So, you know what I'm saying? You can mix it up. You know, you don't always have to send the left outside linebacker. You can send the guy on the right instead of the left. You can, you know, mix it up, try and catch him, you know, off guard. Same concept. You're sending 6. So one of them is going to come absolutely screaming through just to go on ahead and mix it up. Now that right there is a few blitzes. Now another one is out of cover 2, and now this one I didn't release last year either because I didn't really get a chance to really work on it. But this right here is going to give you left edge out of cover 2 invert. So right here you're going to base the line, and you're going to crash your line down. And notice this middle linebacker right here. He's going to always go inside that gap, always 100%. So you're going to re-blitz the guy on the left side. Now this is only sending 5. Now you're going to bluff blitz this guy right here. You're going to bluff blitz him. So he's bluff blitzing. You're only sending 5 here. You're going to grab this safety. You're going to kind of hover over the middle. You're going to hike the ball, and our blitz gets picked up because they want us to look bad during this tutorial. I promise you, I made sure I labbed it 30 times, and it came in 27. So now they just want to make me look bad. Just like that. Setup's already done. Just like that. We're going to make sure we hover over the middle and left edge just like that. Absolutely untouched, and we're sending 5. Again, crash D-line down. Blitz linebacker on the left side. We're going to bluff blitz the middle linebacker on the right side, which is hovering over the gap, and he will do that all by himself, so you don't have to worry about it. Grab the safety. You're going to kind of hover over this guy right here, and then you're just going to get left edge just like that. And to mix this up, if they start slide protecting again, instead of bluff blitzing that guy, you can actually blitz A. So send 2 just like that. You can actually blitz him to go on ahead and get like a dual edge concept as well. I don't think I blitzed him. Yeah, I think I messed up right there. I didn't bluff blitz him, or he didn't blitz. I don't believe he did. Is he blitzing now? Now I think he's blitzing. Yeah, I think Wait, is he blitzing? Yeah, now he is. I don't know why the hell it wasn't. Okay, yeah, I messed up last time. So instead of bluff blitzing him, you can't actually blitz him. And then again, you're gonna have a dual edge concept. They're gonna have to pick one side. They're gonna have to slide protect correctly. They're gonna have to mic, and that's what you want. If you get to that point, then you're winning. That's what you want. You want them to get extra protection. You want them to try and slide protect. And what's good about this formation, about the 4-4, is that they have to go on ahead and choose correctly, because you can send 2 at any given side. Like right here, we're bluff blitzing that middle linebacker over the gap. We're blitzing the guy on the right, and we're actually going to blitz the guy on the far right. So now we're still sending 6. We're sending dual edge with the bluff blitz over the middle. And now it can come from any side. It can come from any side. At that point, they're going to have to get rid of the ball quickly. They're going to have to block a running back. They're going to have to slide protect and ID the mic and all be correctly. And at that point, you're sending 6. So a block shed can happen at any given time, just in case it gets picked up. So those right there are just a few blitzes out of 4-4. Now we're going to go on ahead and switch and show you guys a blitz out of the 3-3-5, which was shown to me from my brother from another mother, man. Somebody I have a lot of love and respect for, my man God's Thumbs, who just randomly hopped up in my stream earlier today and was just in my stream, and I haven't spoken to him in like well over a year. And man, one of the good-hearted guys in the community that I actually grew up coming into community with, and like back in Madden 11, Madden 12, he was always one of the top tier players, man. And we went ahead and started talking. He's like, hey, yo, I got this blitz out of 3-3-5. You should check it out. And I was like, oh, snap. Yo, listen, you wouldn't mind if I gave this to my Twitch subs, would you? You wouldn't mind if I showed a little love to them. He said, I got you, man. Go ahead and show it to him. It's very quick, very simple, nothing crazy. Something that, is going to work more often than not, but nothing crazy. Just like the 4-4 blitzes. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing game-changing. You're not going to shut people down, but you're going to get a sack here and there to catch your opponent off guard. And that's all you need. If you've been watching my YouTube gameplays, I haven't been trying none of these blitzes out besides the dual edge. All I've been running was pretty much dual edge. I haven't tried the cover 2 blitz. I haven't tried the delayed A gap. But now I know, as I finally hopped up in the lab, that I can switch those in. Blitz from the right, blitz from the left, blitz from the middle, blitz from both sides. Just go crazy. Mix it up and try and catch them off guard. Try to force them to make a quick read and hopefully make a mistake. So this blitz right here is shown from us from God's Thumbs again. We got to flip sides, actually. And it's very, 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 very quick to set up. Very simple. I'm just going to hike the ball here and throw this out of bounds. And 3-3-5 and 4-6 seems to be the move this year. So we are going to go on ahead and go to nickel 3-3-5. And the blitz is Tampa 2. Tampa 2. So we're going to go on ahead and select Tampa 2. We're going to come out formation. We're going to go 5 wide just to show you guys. And let's pick verts. So this setup is extremely quick, extremely simple. All you do is baseline and press. That's it. Once you do that, you're going to re-blitz the left screen linebacker, which is this guy right here. So we're going to blitz him. You're going to crash your line down, which is left bumper, right on the right thumbstick, and that's it. And QB contain, just like that. And you're sending 5. And if it should come in correctly, one of these guys should come in. Now, mind you, it's not going to work all the time. Blocking has been improved, but for only sending 5 and still having pretty good coverage, the only weak spot is directly over the middle of the field, because you're going to want to cover this over here over the slot. Right? I mean, if you stay in the middle, then that left side is just completely open. So you kind of want to guard this area right here where you can kind of try and pick 2 spots off at the same time, which is what you really want to do. But very simple setup. You know, just take this guy, kind of hover over this gap right here, and then we're going to hike the ball. And, yeah, again, the 30 times I do it, it comes in more often than not. And then, of course, on the YouTube video, they want to make us look bad. Thank you, blocking. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Already done with the setup. Again, very, very, very quick, very simple. You know, nothing too crazy. And right there, you see, we got B gap and we got edge. B gap and edge. That's pretty nasty if you ask me. That's pretty nasty if you ask me. Now, I don't run a 3-3-5. I'm going to try and stick on my 4-4. If I can get those blitzes to be, you know, the tough thing with that 4-4 blitz is finding the right coverage mix-up to try and cover the gaps, because the coverage is flat out terrible. Again, that's not a blitz you can come out in and, you know, run all day and think you're going to get crazy pressure and great coverage. You're not. Call it a few times. If your playbook happens to have 4-4, mix it up maybe once every other drive or every other 3 drives or something like that, and, you know, you'll get a blitz here. You know, you'll get some pressure here and there. But right here, you see, usually you get one or the other. This time we got both. This time we got B gap and edge. That's pretty filthy if you ask me. Now again, the setup, extremely simple for this. Really, really, really quick. Like, very simple. Baseline, which is Y, and then hit right on the D-pad. You're going to press, which is Y, and down on the D-pad. You're going to re-blitz the left of screen linebacker, which is right bumper. Then grab your right thumbstick and push it to the left. And then you're going to QB contain, which is hold left trigger, press right bumper, and then that's it. Then you want to grab this guy over the middle linebacker, kind of hover around this area right here. You know, the main guy you want coming in is this guy right here. This is the main guy you want coming in, because here, you know, cornerbacks are pretty much usually going to be faster than your linebackers. So if you can have this guy screaming in with, you know, 87 speed, 88 speed and or whatever, however fast your guy is, then you're good. So right here, we're going to hike the ball again, and this time we end up getting B gap from the left side, from the outside slot corner, which we would have preferred him to just come straight down at that angle, but, you know, he did not. But he didn't take the best angle. But again, this is rec teams, not mud, where like their play rec and all that stuff is like pretty juiced. But still, you see he comes, you know, clean in. So those are the few blitzes we got, man. Again, I will be hitting the lab tough. My defense is terrible. I got to figure some things out. The more blitzes I find, the more I will share with you guys, as always. As soon as I find an offensive scheme, I'll be sharing that with you guys as well. Appreciate the love and support. Hopefully this can help you. Again, don't go crazy running 4-4 thinking you're going to get crazy heat. I myself will maybe do it once every other drive in a big play in hopes to catch him off guard and get a big play. That's what that is for. You know, it's not a blitz that you're sending minimal with good coverage in case it gets picked up. Your coverage is great. Believe me, I'm going to find some of that stuff. I will. I haven't played enough games. You know, usually I find my stuff by having it ran against me. Like, okay, this is what people are running. Bam. Then I can show you guys, okay, I figured it out. This is how we set it up. This is how we were able to get this A gap and B gap. I haven't played too many. I'm still under 20 total games played this year. So I haven't faced any good heat yet. But believe me, when stuff starts surfacing, we're going to find out, and we're going to be running, and we're going to be sacking some folks. So the 4-4 blitzes were blitzes that I found last year that I didn't release because it was towards the end of Madden, and I didn't really get a chance to find out if they were too consistent. But, you know, again, you mix it up, and you should be okay doing it every now and then. And also that a 3-3-5 blitz is something extremely quick, something very simple that you can go on ahead and run. And if that gets picked up, the coverage is pretty good because, you know, cover 2 usually does a pretty good job of coverage. So your boy GS, hopefully this helps you out. Even if you just randomly run one of these blitzes and it helps you win one game, then that's one game you wouldn't have won without it, you know. So at the end of the day, I just hope it helps you guys out. See you guys later. Peace.